All right, we're going to look at the solving systems of equations with substitution. We're going to look at a couple of the practice problems. So this first one, we have two equations here. This is our system of equations, and we want to find the solution. The solution is the value of our two variables of x and y that will make these equations both true. So what we're going to do, the first step is we want to plug in our value for one of the variables into the other equation. So this second equation tells us y equals 2. So I know I can just take that 2 and plug it in for y. So I'm going to rewrite, and I'll rewrite that first one. So instead of y equals 4x minus 2, I'm going to write 2 equals 4x minus 2 because y is equal to 2. Now I want to just solve for that x. So what I need to do is I want to get that x all by itself. I want to get that term first by itself. So I have 4x minus 2. In order to get rid of this negative 2, I have to add 2. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other side, plus 2. So over here, I get 4 equals 4x, and then this negative 2 and positive 2 cancel out. Now, I have 4x equal to 4. I know that there's an invisible multiplication sign in between the 4 and the x. So in order to undo that multiplication, I need to divide. So I divide this side by 4, which means I divide that side by 4. And then I end up with 4 over 4, which is equal to 1. And that equals, those 4's cancel out, so that equals x. So now I know what my value of x is. And so I can take that and I can plug it back in up here. So I'm going to get y equals 4 times 1 minus 2, which leaves me with y equals 4 minus 2, which equals 2. So x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. So my solution to this system of equations will be 1, 2. Again, this is my x and my y. Right, let's walk through number 2 together. So I have y equals 6x minus 18 and y equals 2x minus 2. I want to find the solution. I want to find the value of x and y that will make both of these equations true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this value for y. So we see y equals 2x minus 2. So I can plug this into here and plug that in for y. So then I get 2x minus 2 equals 6x minus 18. And now I want to solve for x. So my first step is going to be moving my terms around so that I have all the terms with a variable on one side of the equal sign, and then my terms that are constant on the other side of the equal sign. So I'm going to first move my 6x. So since this is a positive 6x, I need to subtract it in order to move. So I subtract 6x over here, which means I have to subtract 6x over there. So over here I get negative 4x minus 2 equals, those guys cancel out. So I just left with the negative 18. Now I want to move my 2 over to this side. So since this is a negative 2, I'm subtracting 2. I have to do the opposite. So I'm going to add 2 over here, which means I add 2 over there. And I'm left with negative 4x. This cancels out, so that is nothing. Then it's just equal to negative 18 plus 2, which is negative 16. Now again, there's this invisible multiplication sign in between the negative 4 and the x. So I need to, in order to undo that, to get the x by itself, I need to divide by negative 4, And if I divide this side by -4, I have to divide that side by -4. Those -4's cancel out, and I'm left with just x equals -16 divided by -4 is +4. And I'm going to leave you guys to do the rest of this. We're going to take that value for x, and you can plug it back in to one of those original equations. You can plug it into this one or into this one. You're going to solve for the value of y, and then you can write your answer like an ordered pair. So it's going to be 4 and then whatever you find for that value of y. Okay? Let's set up this next one, and then I'm going to leave you to do the rest. So I have, again, 2 equations. This is my system of equations. I want to find when they're both, I want to find the value of x and y, the value of my variables, that's going to make both equations true. So I'm going to take this is one value for y. I'm going to plug it in up here for y. So I'm going to get 5x plus 8 equals 4x plus 8. And now I want you to solve for x. So solve for x. And then when you find your value for x, you can plug it back in to one of those equations and find your value for y. So substitute your value for x in one of the original equations. And then you can solve for y. Write your answer as an ordered pair. All right? If you guys are having problems with this, if you want me to go over it a little bit more, please let me know. This should help get you started on your practice problems that are due Wednesday. Come on.